Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. So I want you to imagine that you are a child playing on the front lawn of your house and you've got a ball in your hand and you throw the ball up in the air and then you catch it when it comes back down. So you watch the ball go from your hand, it goes all the way up, you watch how it slows momentum and then comes back down, and then you catch it. And it's just a game you're playing. You're just waiting for mom to call you in for dinner. And you have no attachment to any part of this process of throwing the ball up and down. You don't prefer when the ball's in your hand, or when you're throwing it, or when it's halfway up, or when it's all the way up, or when it's halfway down, or when you catch it in your hand. It's the whole thing that you're just playing, right? It's just you're playing catch with the ball. Now, I want you to imagine, what if you did get attached to the ball? So let's say you were so focused on the ball going up and coming down, and you somehow decided that when the ball went really far up in the air, that was really good. But when it fell back down to the ground, that was really bad. Of course, it's just gravity, right? But you decided in your little kid brain, up was really good, down was really bad. And you forgot that you were outside, you don't feel the grass under your feet, you don't see the sky when you throw the ball up, all you see is this red ball. So you're throwing it up, and as it goes all the way up, you get so excited, and then as it comes down, you get upset, and then when it hits the ground, at that point, you're practically crying. That would be insane, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you come out, if you were a parent and you saw your kid doing that, wouldn't you be like, what are you doing? Why are you getting all worked up over this? Just go play something else. Like, it wouldn't make any sense. Because nobody has ever played ball like that, right? That's not something that happens. And yet, this is exactly what humans do with emotions. So humans are playing a game with a ball, and it's called emotions. And they go up, and then they come down. And they go up, and they come down. And just like the game of catch with this ball, one part of the process is not better than another part. It's just a game. It's a cycle. What goes up must come down. It's physics. It's just playing with physics. It's just playing. But humans forget that they're the ones choosing to throw the ball up in the air and then having it come down. They actually become so identified with the ball, and we all do this. We're all conditioned to do this. We become so identified with the ball that when it goes up, and we have positive feelings, so happy, excited, elated, never better, that's good. And then when they come down, depression, anger, anxiety, resentment, boredom even, jealousy, that's bad. But if we can remember that we are just the person throwing a ball up in the air and catching it, throwing the ball up in the air and catching it, there is no good or bad. There's just positive emotion and negative emotion. It's just all experience. It's all an experience. It's the game of catch. It's the game of human emotion. So I think this is important to differentiate because most of us equate positive, so up in the air, emotion with where we want to be perpetually. Somehow we think if we will it enough, that ball will stay in the air and physics will cease to exist. But that's not how things work. What goes up must come down. It's a law of physical reality. So when we have positive emotions, the way you know you're identifying with positive emotions is that you don't want to feel sad. No, nothing's gonna bring me down. Or this is it, I'm gonna stay here. I'm not going to feel that way ever again. Or you don't want to look at people who are sad, or you just don't want to deal with anxiety or depression. Like, you ain't got no time for it. It's like you reject negative emotion, that's a great indicator that I am not the one throwing the ball up right now. I think I'm the ball in the air. The person who's throwing the ball up and down and up and down does not have a preference as to where that ball is. It's just a game. So that means that if you don't have that sense of, I reject bad stuff, or I want good stuff, you're present. You've become the child playing, right? If there's this sense of, oh, I have to stay up in the air, that is identification with the ball. And what goes up must come down. It's physics. So I hope that helps some of you to help differentiate and distinguish between the happiness and contentment of just existing and not resisting. So existing without resisting is just, okay, some things are positive, some things are negative, and it kind of takes the drama out of both of those things. Like, okay, good things come, but they also go. Bad things come, but they also go. This is just life. Don't have to hold on to any of it, the good or the bad. And there is a real sense of peace and centeredness and like a zen about that, right? And that is being the kid throwing the ball up in the air. And then high up positive emotion is, I feel so amazing right now. Life has never been better. I can't believe I was so sad about blah, 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 blah. It's a rejection of sadness, right? I'm never going to do that again. I'll never feel that bad. I'm not available for bad feelings. So a lot of law of attraction stuff is about selling you the concept that you can stay in the air. So if you have people that are like, yeah, I'm happy all the time, my life is bliss, buy my program. Maybe use your brain. No, that's impossible. They might feel at peace and zen, but if someone's trying to sell you the concept that loss, sadness, depression, anxiety is not an emotion that you can ever feel again, that's not empowering. You have the right and you have the choice to choose anything. You can choose anything. And things will happen in life. You will lose loved ones. Things will happen. So to reject that, resistance is persistence. Do not fear that and reject it, right? Because life happens. How are you going to go through life being like, I'm staying all the way up here, nothing's going to get me down? That's basically willing life to drop the other shoe, right? And that's what law of attraction is. It's okay to play games with law of attraction. I used to play these games all the time. I still do, just because it's fun. But if I write a little story about a visualization or have a visualization or something, and I like oftentimes tell my clients to do this if they're trying to manifest something specific, because why not? Who cares? It's like about doing it, the exercise, and then letting go of all expectation, literally walking away and being like, I have forgotten all about the journaling exercise I did this morning. And I have a journal, but I just erase it every day because I'm just like a clean slate. So just know if you're doing law of attraction stuff, that is still being the ball and trying to get the ball to stay up there. Like, it's okay to play and say, one of these days, I bet that ball's going to stay up there. Because what's going to happen is you're going to throw it and that's going to get caught in a tree and you're going to be like, oh, look, it stayed up there. I did it. But you know that you didn't fool physics. It just, now you don't have a ball anymore because it's stuck in the tree. So I just wanted to present that to you because I was walking around today and I was like, hey, that's a good analogy for emotion. All right, I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, and have a wonderful day. Bye.